Coming up on the Frickin' Frack Show, better known as the Nice Guys on Business.
Hey, Strick, maybe we're approaching this all wrong. Maybe Patreon is too highbrow for people. Maybe people need just a Coinstar machine to drop off change. Because people send us your loose change.
We're going to put Nice Guy machines in grocery stores, right? Put it right next to the Coinstar machines. Now, with the Coinstar machines, you put your change in, right? And then they give it back to you in money and they take a percentage, right?
Right,
well,
right.
With the Nice Guy machines, it's, you know what? You've got loose change. You don't want it. Dump it in here. Donate it to the Nice Guys. They need all the help they can get.
Did we talk any topics yet?
Not yet. Yeah, we haven't gotten into the topics yet.
Get it straight, Buster. I'm not here to say please. I'm here to tell you what to do. And if self-preservation is an instinct you possess, you better do it, and do it quick. I'm here to help. If my help's not appreciated, then lots of luck, gentlemen. If I'm curt with you, it's because time is a factor. I think fast, I talk fast. I need you guys to act fast if you want to get out of this. So, pretty please, with sugar on top. Listen to the Nice Guys on Business podcast. Need an education on how to grow your business? The Nice Guys are here to help. Learn about great customer service, networking, and how just being nice can help you prosper. Now, here are your hosts, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Hey, welcome back, FunkNfans. That's right, today is June 1st. My name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler. And on the third side of the microphone, we have Mar, who may or may not chime in and say anything, as is her, what the hell's the word I'm looking for? Mar?
Color.
That is 100% not the word I was looking for. That was actually specifically the word I was avoiding.
That's
but
my
okay. If you say it, then it's okay, but I'm not allowed to say that.
Hey,
Sure,
today,
fine.
Mar, 100% color-free.
Whoa.
That's right. This is the black and white episode of The Nice Guys on Business.
Well, and if you have no idea what we're talking about, go back and listen to Tuesday's episode.
Yeah, you have to listen to Tuesdays. No exposition. You have to go back and listen to Tuesday's episode.
None whatsoever. Strickland.
We got a bunch of really important topics to get to and some really good stuff, because today is the first day of bingo.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So that guy over there, that is Strickland Bonner. He is the host of the show. My name is Doug Sandler. I am the other host of the show. We would go by host and co-host, but we don't do that because we all know that Strickland is completely more elite than I am. So he's just letting me trail along.
So it was the other way around. Then why does everybody, when they say great episode, they say Doug and not me?
Well, no, because they say great episode, Doug, because they don't even realize there is a face to Strickland Bonner, because you're nowhere other than on the show. If you would actually post something to social media every once in a while, that would probably be helpful.
You know, I resemble that comment, Doug. We're like Walt and Roy Disney. Nobody ever knew Roy Disney.
There was a
Everybody
Roy Disney?
You didn't know that?
I did know that.
Disney, yeah. It was Roy and Walt were brothers, and Roy was like 50-50 partner with Walt, but Roy did all of the accounting, he did all the business end, and Walt was the face.
Yeah. Well, what part of that do you do? Well, you do all the editing.
Right.
I do all the tech stuff. What's so great about this show, if I might say so myself,
There's something great about this show?
There is no way that either one of us could do this without the other one.
Yeah. Well, we could, but we just wouldn't do very well.
It would be really expensive, or really, I've seen a lot of podcasts. I've heard a lot of podcasts that have two people do the podcast, and I've talked to a number of the hosts, and they actually don't really get along really well with their co-hosts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't want to mention any names because they happen to be fans of the show. So
really?
I won't say that.
We're gonna have to talk off the air.
So let's talk about this bingo thing. It's starting today. Today is FunkNfan Bingo, first day.
Game one.
Yeah.
So this is the beginning of game one. If you have your bingo card, start now. Take a look, listen to the show, and mark on there this episode number. I don't even know what episode number we're on. I got to figure it out, I guess.
All right, hold on.
It says it in the show notes. It'll
What
say it right
episode are we
on?
on?
It'll tell you. Yeah, exactly. It'll say it in the show notes, and you can see it. So I don't know what it is, but
I think it's 390. Just so you know, because 386 was Friday.
So we're 2 weeks away from episode 400. It's crazy.
Hold on, 386 was Friday, 387 Monday, 388 Tuesday, 389 Wednesday. Yeah. $3.90.
Okay, so
we're at $3.90.
bingo game one. If you don't have a bingo card yet, you can text NiceGuys to 31996, and you are going to get a bingo card that you can play along with us when we do our NiceGuysms.
Yeah, just remember, no spaces, no anything. Just NiceGuys to 31996.
And game one is a straight line game, which means you need to mark off a straight line horizontally, straight line vertically, or a straight line diagonally across your bingo board to get bingo. When you do get bingo, take a picture of the board. When you mark a spot, write down the episode number. So if any of the squares on your bingo board come up today, write 390 on there. Put a little sticker or something on there that says 390, and then when you get a full bingo,
they're going to print out the card anyway. So you're going to have to print out the card. So just put it in, just mark it right on the card itself. It doesn't matter. You'll be able to print out the card. You can use this card again. You'll just print out a new, fresh copy of the card.
All right, so put it in Sharpie or something. Or put 390 over the square where in the episode that we say whatever it is that's on your square, when you get a straight line, take a picture of it. Just reply to the email that you got your bingo card from.
This is going to be really good. I have a feeling, just personally, I think like Mar does, is that we're going to probably have a winner almost every episode.
It's very possible.
And then we'll announce the winners and we'll ship the prizes and we'll all have a good time spreading the nice guy love. This is going to be so fun.
And the prize is the water bottle, although you gave it a different name. What'd you call it, Doug?
Well, the original maker of that bottle is a company called Swell. Those are like the ultimate ones. Those are the ones that they're probably like $25 or $30 a piece. Well,
it's a really nice heavy duty metal, not a cheapy plastic one. It's nice.
Yeah, it's like the double walled insulated vacuum packed bottle that will keep your water cold for 24 hours. Or I put coffee in this one time. Like 8 hours later, the coffee was still piping hot.
Nice.
This will be good. You'll love it. And it's got the Nice Guy logo on it, and we've tried. You can't scratch it off.
Yeah, I tried. Trust me. I tried. So we've got a couple of housekeeping things to get to today. Patreon. Yeah. If you are a Patreon patron, if you are in the $10 or the $5 Patreon donation level, you get a mention on the show every month, and today is the first of the month.
Oh.
So the people that we want to thank for being our Patreon patrons.
Before you thank them, can you just tell everybody how they can get to that level if they have not already done that for next month?
Patreon.com/NiceGuys. All right. That's all you got to do. You can donate as little as $1 a month to help keep the lights on the show. We really appreciate it. But if you want to get your shout out on the show once a month, you have to be at least at the $5 a month level. Yes, we are bribing you. But also at the $5 a month level, you really get some cool stuff because you get to be part of the Slack group, which is fun. Like us kind of shooting the shit during the week. And, everybody just chatting in, and it's really kind of fun. And then at the $10 level, there are two things you get. First of all, you get to listen in on the shows, if you like, when we record them over the weekends. And, maybe we let you chime in like we let Mar chime in because we love her so much. And after 3 months of that, we're going to send you a T-shirt.
Oh, do we have any 3-monthers that we are, as of June 1st, we're going to be sending them? Do you know?
Well, you know what? It's not June 1st yet. We actually will... if they don't cancel between now and June 1st, which, by the way, we're recording this before June 1st, right?
Yeah.
Greg Osterdyke.
Oh, nice.
Did we ever get the confirmation of the pronunciation of his name?
That's close enough. He was a mayor of some city, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Jeez,
that's really cool.
Yeah, we have some people that rate on this show. I mean, much better than we rate.
And somebody who is very close to Mar, Mr. Proshkan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're going to have to send T-shirts. Well, let's go through the list. Our shout-outs this month are going out to Ryan Bowcross, Prosh Khan, Greg Osterdyke, Stephanie Sursland, Craig Hugim, Michael Collins, Sonny Lake, Sean Carpenter, Jeff Chessman, Tomas Conifray, Palmer, and Paul Morena. How long? We've actually known him. We've met him. We've talked to him. I still fucking mispronounce his last name, don't I? Is it Morena?
No, I think you have it right now. I think it is Morena. I was calling him Marina, and that's not right. I think it is Morena because I was listening to the bonus material, again, part of the Nice Guys on the patreon.com/NiceGuys part. And when we did the recording, I heard this on the bonus material on the hour and some odd long episode when we were at the bar, and he said his name, and I think I think Paul Morena. I think that's right.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And Mar English. Mariko.
Are you sure it's not Mar London? Are you sure? And not England?
Which is it, Mar?
England.
It's
but
England.
I'll take London.
Mar England, Mar English, Mar London, whatever.
So I'm glad that I'm not the only one that that fucked it up, because I said Mar London when I actually sent her a thank you note for sending us some goodies in the mail. I sent her the note. I addressed it to Mar London.
Yeah, but you see, the difference is you did a handwritten note, which you can't get back. I could go back in and edit mine. So, I can cut all this shit out so you won't even notice, right?
Too much now. It's too much work.
Too much work for you. And it's actually really funny, because if you try to edit a single word in, it almost never fits because of the tonality, right? It's like, okay, we're going to say thanks to Jeff Chessman, Tomas Conifre, Paul Morena, and Mark England. That's what it would sound like. It would be obvious that I dropped it in because my tone of voice would be different, but it's okay. We're just going to leave our shit in. We don't correct our mistakes.
I have a whole list of things that I need to do for this episode, and I can't remember any of them. So before we go, maybe today, after we hit the stop record button, you have to remind me of all the shit I got to do, because I don't want to forget anything. I want to make sure we get all the FunkNfans, the shirt. I want to make sure we have everything. Yeah,
Prosh and Greg both need shirts sent out on June 1st. Well, we have to find out their sizes and their addresses. Yeah.
I'm going to leave that to you. I'll take care of all the shipping. You find out all the stuff that we need to do. How about that? Oh,
God, I got to actually reach out to somebody? Okay, sure. Anyway, let's see what else. Bingo and Patreon, and I think that's the housekeeping stuff. That was it, right?
Okay. All right, that's good. Text to join NiceGuys to 31996 in order to play bingo and get set for some fun adventure. This is going to be ridiculously fun.
And actually, you know what else I just realized? I was thinking, hey, you can get your bingo card, but if you get it late, you don't have as much chance to win, right? Well, if somebody gets a bingo card tomorrow, well, game one starts with this episode. In that particular case, they could get a card tomorrow and go back and listen to this episode again and mark it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can go back. You just can't go back before. So this is episode 390, right? Is that what this is? Is that what we said this was?
You cannot mark anything on your card from before episode 390.
Okay. So I need to make... Oh, that's what I have to do. I have to send a letter, R-E, bingo. Oh, I got to come up with something creative. Jesus. Fuck. I gotta work tonight.
Not that we would ever know how to do that.
We don't want to be. Can't we just do the show? Isn't it? Why? We should have. Isn't there a company that does all the other stuff?
Well, as Mar pointed out earlier, we don't really plan this shit.
No,
we
nothing.
Just Doug will send me a list of topics, literally 5 minutes before we start, right? And then we just riff. We don't really actually plan anything, so we have to do some work on the back end.
No, somebody asked me the other day when they were doing, when I was in Dallas this past week and we were talking about podcasting, and one of the guys, it was Lou Diamond. Was it Lou? I can't remember who it was, but I was saying that, how much work goes into the podcast. It wasn't necessarily saying how much work goes into our podcast, but into a podcast.
Podcasting in general.
right. And they said, it's a lot of work to do one episode a week, and then they went to 2, and they said that's a lot of work, and they asked me how many episodes that I was doing. It wasn't Lou, because Lou wouldn't ask that. And I said we do 5. How much time does that take in order for you to do 5 episodes a week? I guess I don't know, 20 minutes. I don't know. Our biggest time user is the amount of time that we're spending on the air. We do pretty much no prep before the show.
Well, but then in editing, we take usually 3 hours to record our 2 shows, our intros, shoot the shit, and figure out what we're going to do, right?
And then you spend how much time editing?
I spend probably 45 minutes editing each episode.
Okay, and then I probably spend 45 minutes to an hour doing each of the interviews.
Yeah.
By the time I'm done, so we probably spend the same amount of time on the episodes together.
8 to 10 hours a week.
Yeah.
And that's without extra stuff. So we probably each put in 10 to 12, 13 hours a week on this, which is significant.
And then there's the hour or 2 that we spend signing autographs, and
we haven't gotten to that yet. Have you been signing autographs? I haven't gotten to that yet.
I don't. And then don't forget we got to use Wells Fargo that comes and picks up all the change, all the loose change that we have to take to the. Who's the change company? Who's the company that brings the with the armored vehicles?
Coinstar. Oh, they bring change?
Oh, hey,
no, I thought like you go to the grocery store for Coinstar.
We need a Coinstar machine. Hey, Strick, maybe we're approaching this all wrong. Maybe Patreon is too highbrow for people. Maybe people need just a Coinstar machine to drop off change. Because people send us your loose change.
All right, so we're going to start putting Coinstar machines. We're going to put Nice Guy machines in grocery stores, right? We're going to put it right next to the Coinstar machines. Now, with the Coinstar machines, you put your change in, right? And then they give it back to you in money, and they take a percentage, right? Right. With the Nice Guy machines, it's, you know what? You've got loose change. You don't want it. Dump it in here. Donate it to the Nice Guys. They need all the help they can get.
So let's see. Each machine costs about, let's see how the business plan works. Each machine will cost about $15,000.
Yeah,
right?
That's
probably about right. We will probably, if we're going in the same percentage as we do everything else, we'll probably get about $1.20 a month out of the machine. How many months?
Well, and also we can't forget about the people who are going to dump money into the Nice Guy machine and then wonder where their ticket is and realize that they really meant to put it in the Coinstar machine. And then they're going to beat the crap out of it, and we're going to have to pay to get it fixed.
Oh, God, repairs. Did we talk any topics yet?
Not yet. No, we haven't gotten into the topics yet. Let's spin the wheel and find a topic.
That does not count as an interruption.
Not. I did not interrupt your conversation.
Okay.
That was
sure.
If we mention a new topic or we mention. By the way, this is for bingo. Not all of you are going to have this. Some of you on your bingo card may have.
Yeah.
Strickland interrupts Doug with a wheel spin. That was not an interruption. That's like if Doug is yapping and yapping and yapping, and I just decide to spin the wheel out of the blue. That's an interruption. When Doug says, "Have we spun the wheel yet?" No, it's not good.
I am crying. I'm crying.
Your visit to Dallas, and I'm thinking this also ties in with meeting Lou and Shantae.
Yeah. So you start to put faces with names when you do all this fun stuff. So in Dallas, everybody, if you don't know who Lou Diamond is, make sure you check out his podcast. It is called Thrive Loud. We produced the episode, the podcast for Lou. Great guy. Amazing guy, and Lou mentioned me from stage in front of a couple hundred people, saying, "Hey, the best thing I've gotten out of this whole relationship with C-Suite." Well, of course, I'm embellishing here a little bit. This is my interpretation. Sorry, Lou. Best thing I've ever gotten out of my relationship with C-Suite is the fact that I got to meet Doug Sandler.
And by the way, the embellishments are, first of all, it wasn't hundreds of people. It was a dozen people.
Yeah, a dozen.
And second of all, it wasn't Doug Sandler he mentioned. It was actually Jeffrey Hazlett. But it's okay. Right. It's details.
I'm just changing the words a little bit.
Exactly.
Just a little. Fuck you.
That is one of the squares, by the way.
That is a square.
Doug Strick says, "Fuck you."
That is a square. If you have that, fill it out right now. Episode 390. Just put the 390 in there. That's almost as good as free space. Oh my gosh. The free space is the best. And if you don't have a card, I'm not giving away what the free space is, the center space, but you've got to text Nice Guys to 31996. You're going to my favorite square in the entire one is the free space right in the center.
I just thought of another one I'm going to add.
Gosh, no. Wait, you can't. Who's texting you?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, you can't.
That's exactly what I'm going to add. I'm going to add. Let's see. How can I do that? Like quickly. Was it bottle top? What is that sound effect? It's a pop top?
Yeah, it's a bottle top. The bottle top sound effect on Strickland's.
Bottle? Okay, here, bottle top sound effect. Somebody texts Strickland. Bottle top notification. Thank you.
Yeah,
Mark.
You've got to, as of the day that we're recording this, Strick, you've got to text me. I mean, you've got to email me I only want individual cards because if you send them in, then I got to actually break them apart. So just send me.
I can do that.
Separate JPEGs or PDFs or whatever they're going to be. Yeah, gosh. So I met also what is Shantae's last name? Hold on a second. I want to give her company a plug because she did such an excellent job. So my job at the C-Suite network, C-Suite conference was to do hold on, here we go. Shantae Willis. I got it right here. Let me find out her. Let me see if I can find her company name. Shantae did a great job of...
We're so prepared.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. She is it's very simple. It's called Makeup by Shantae. And if you want to check out her Facebook page, it's just Makeup by Shantae.
Okay.
Let me see if she's got a website here that I can plug. That's all right.
Makeup by Shantae. Isn't that what you just said?
Well, that's her Facebook page. So just go to
Facebook.
Makeup.
Okay, I got
That's
you.
all right. Just go Makeup by Shantae, Chantee. One of the best things that
T-E-E. You actually spelled it wrong when you sent it to me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Makeup by Shantae, Chantee. So here's what I had an opportunity to do, which was really, really cool. So C-Suite, we had this conference down in Dallas last week, and as a part of the conference, they invited speakers to come in. I mean, really, really highbrow speakers, like the CEO the founder of Mailbox, etc., who sold to UPS his stores. I think the sale was $190 million. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the guy did pretty good in the sale. Anyway, so he was one of the speakers talking about just the idea of creating relevant systems to how important customer service is, just how operations work. Great guy. So my job was to wrangle all the speakers and to make sure that they were in the green room and they were set up to get on stage and get ready. So in the green room is me and all of the speakers that were about to get on stage, and Shantae. And Shantae was doing all the makeup. And, normally you would think of a makeup person, you'd think, okay, sit in the chair, I'm going to do your makeup, and you're just going to hit the road and get on stage. Shantae was so focused on making sure that not only was the speaker like looking good, but in some particular cases, the speakers, like, they came in too early. So she's like, I don't want to apply it too early because if you go on. So she was like a caring person. It wasn't just like she was doing her job. She was going above and beyond. She had a great personality. She was really funny. Just a really good person to share the green room with, and a good conversationalist. So that when people in the green room, these highbrows that were in the green room, had things to say, she actually was able to converse with them too. So
it's interesting because I think there's so many occupations that you need the secondary skill set to really be able to do it well. And makeup artist is totally one of those. I mean,
well, that's just
you figure, right, when you get somebody like that, right, they could be an amazing makeup artist, but if they don't know how to like converse with you, because I mean, depending on the level of makeup somebody needs, you're going to be sitting and talking to somebody. I mean, if somebody needs hair and makeup and everything done, you could be sitting for an hour. And you know what? If you're not a warm, comfortable, conversational person that has a lot to talk about, then that's an important undocumented.
And that's exactly what we were talking about, is how important is the skill set that you have and the tools that you have versus the personality and the relationship building capabilities that you have, and how important it is to be able to be somebody that can actually have a conversation, be able to talk the talk, and just shut up when you need to shut up. It's like, don't interrupt and don't be a know-it-all. Just be somebody that's a part of the conversation and can listen in. And she did a really good job with that. And I think that it really made for a very positive experience with the person, not only in the chair, but a very positive experience for the entire C-Suite network, and how even the little people that work at your organization can make a huge difference in what happens with your company. The person, if you're at a fast food establishment that is meeting your people at the front counter and taking their money, is just as important as the manager of the store when it comes to delivering exemplary customer service. So had a great time in Dallas. I just wanted to mention that because of got a chance to lay eyeballs on Lou Diamond, and that was really fun. And Connie Fife, who was a guest on the show, and Leah, who was a guest of the show, and Steven Shapiro, who I got to be friends with on the show and was at the conference as well. So just had a really, really fun time.
Have you dropped enough names yet?
You're
going to throw in Gary Vee and Dan Harris and Ariana Huffington.
They weren't there. I wasn't
but
saying
it sounds
that
like
to
you're
be
just like dropping names now. Like
No, I mean, these people aren't necessarily anybody to anybody other than just us. Okay, so if I drop names, I drop names. Big deal. I mean, I wasn't doing it for that reason. God damn it. Fuck you again. Fuck you for the second time.
I don't think you can mark that square twice on bingo. You just get one.
No, but if you missed it the first time, there it is.
Let's get on to another topic here. Because we're already 24 minutes into the episode.
All right.
We got to make up for last one that was an hour long.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, here's actually a good one, and this is so Origin as a sponsor, and I think we got a couple things that we need to talk about for sponsorship because we have another possible sponsorship coming up. Do we want to mention our other one that actually is in the works already?
We can mention it, but I was talking in the pre-recording chat with Mar, and we happened to be talking about age, and you were trying to somehow wrangle Mar into giving her age, which she didn't. Good job, Mar, not releasing that. But I was talking about, well, I get to stay so young looking because of my Origins products. And then Mar chimed in there with, well, you got to hit them up for sponsorship. So we actually posted a couple of photos to Twitter with some of the face products that I use. Oh, so what's the difference? What do we say? What's the difference between a lotion versus what was the other thing? What is it called? Serum. That's right.
Serum versus an elixir.
Stuff.
And Doug, when you asked that question, my answer was about $27, I think.
Right.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Even more than that. So you got lotion, then you have moisturizer, then you have serum. So if you take them in those three categories, so lotion is the least expensive. You could probably get maybe 32 ounces for like $8.
Well, that's what I use. I use my St. Ives lotion from the grocery store, and I think a 16-ounce bottle is like $10.
Okay, so 60-ounce bottle or 16?
16, like a pound. Okay. 1 pound, 16-ounce bottle.
Okay, then you go to moisturizer, which is the ginseng by Origins, comes in I think it's a 2.5-ounce bottle, and I believe that it's about $30.
Jesus,
something like that, right? Then you go to the next step, which is serum. Now, serum has some age-defying properties, apparently.
But you use the serum too?
I do. I use the serum too. So, Dr. Andrew Weil has a new serum through Origins, and it's wonderful. It's so refreshing. It's wonderful. It does. It's a spot blender. So it's kind of.
Okay, so you know what? We do need to put a little perspective on this, Doug. So you know what? I'm gonna make an exception for one episode here because you use the Origins stuff, right? And of course, Mar commented that you look very young, and I have heard that comment other times before. But of course, the comment means nothing if you don't know what it is in context to. Like, okay, you look very young for 27. You know? Okay, Doug is actually 83 years old. So if you've ever seen pictures of him, I want you to know that if you think he looks good for 83, he's not really 83. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say his age.
I was going to say, where are you going with this, Strickland?
Trust that he looks good for his age because I'm not going to tell you his age.
So I use the moisturizer, which is the ginseng, and I use the Andrew Weil serum also. Mm-hmm. Now, the serum. I want to say it comes in. I'm pretty sure it's a little over an ounce. I think $62.
It goes $1 million.
I think it's $62, something like that.
For an ounce.
I'm not 100% sure that that's the exact price or 100% that that's the exact size. Eat, sleep, drink, Dubai. This is not a product. Well, it actually is. It is a product.
It is a product endorsement. You're totally endorsing the product.
Yeah.
But Doug, here, I'll make you a deal because, I am totally, I moisturize, right? But I just basically take my $11 moisturizer and put it on in the morning and in the evening. That's it, right? But Doug, you do look really good for your age. And so, you know what? And I'm not going to spend that kind of money on.
But isn't it worth spending a little bit more money to feel and look good?
Everybody's got a line in a different place. How long is that serum, that 1 ounce of serum, going to last?
That'll probably last me 2 months. 2 months.
An ounce will last you 2 months?
Yeah, you use very little. It's just one little dab.
I do have this stuff that I got on a cruise a couple years ago. I think it's a Lemis or something that was like a face cream or face wash. It's a face wash that and I got it and I really liked it. And so I use that. And that's like $30, I think, for like a 6-ounce one. And it lasts me 2 or 3 months. So I spent a little money on that. But really, it's all about, okay, where do you draw the line? Like if I had some decent lotion that was, let's say, $30 and it lasted me a couple months, I'd probably be into that. But man, 1 ounce for $60. But anyway, where I was going with this was, you know what? If Origin wanted to be a sponsor, I would absolutely try their product out. And isn't it all about taking that first leap to say, you know what? this is really expensive. It's not something I would think about, but you know what? If I can try it for free for a month, you know what? You may convince me that it is worth making this investment.
Well, and they probably would. They would probably provide some samples of.
And again, that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe even if they haven't decided that they want to sponsor us, maybe we could say, you know what? We're going to talk about you every once in a while. Send us some samples because we want to try it, and then maybe we'll keep talking about you if Strickland decides that it's really, really good.
It is really good. Well, you have to look and you have to say, what is the, here it is, Mega, let me, where did the serum go? Here we go. Mega Mushroom Skin Relief. Oh, no, this is the eye serum.
Because I was going to say, so as soon as you call it serum, you triple the price, right? And then as soon as it is a specific doctor, you add another 20% of the price. And then when you put Mega at the beginning, you add 10% more. It's
the Mega Mushroom Skin Relief. It's I think the one that I have is 1.7 ounces. I don't know exactly which product that it is. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I got it. Mega Mushroom Skin Relief Advanced Face Serum. That's a whole lot of words there. 1.7 fluid ounces. 1.7. Oh shit. $72.
Wow. That's
okay, so what you guys need to do is you need to go to the mall and go to the Origins counter, take your phone and do a Facebook Live with the girls at the counter and say, hey, we want to try some of your products. Let's get some samples going. Show us how it works. Do it Facebook Live style, man. It's awesome. And then you can tag them, post it on Twitter, post it on Instagram, but you have to be with them and they can explain the product to you.
Yes, that is a great
Damn, Mar.
Mar is coming up with all the great ideas. Hold on, I got to write that down.
So we need to get her as a producer on the show. Mar, you're our new executive producer.
I saw the tweet from Doug.
You what?
I saw the tweet from Doug. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be our executive producer.
all about my Origins products, and then of course Mara retweets it. So that's always good. That's always good. Where was I going? So anyways, by the way,
so we want to see if they'll sponsor us, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea. By the way, Shantae's website is makeupbyshantee, CHANTEE.com. If you want to check out her stuff, and she travels. So
we are working another sponsor too through the Greatness Podcast Network.
Oh yeah. So get this. How what's the expression? Be careful what you wish for, you might get it.
Right. Exactly.
Remember how we were going after Dollar Shave Club and really wanted Dollar Shave Club to be a part of it? Well, Dollar Shave Club had not materialized at all. However, Chris at the Greatness Podcast Network called me this past week and said, "Hey, I'm working on a sponsor for you through a connection that I have. How would you guys be comfortable with Harry's razors as a part of your?" I'm like, yeah,
and so,
Harry.
Of course, the first thing we said was, well, fuck the Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah, totally. So I don't know much about Harry's razor. I think it is I'm checking it out online right now. I think.
Yeah, it's basically a competitor. They do the same thing where they mail you new razors, I believe, on a regular basis. So it's like a subscription, but still tons cheaper than the ones you buy in the store. I mean, it's just ridiculous how expensive the store ones are. And they're supposed to be very good razors, and they have balm and all kinds of other stuff too, right?
Yeah, wait.
I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You're looking at the website. I haven't even looked this up. I'm doing it off the top of my head.
Wait, tell me, you're saying balm. It's like, okay, wait a minute. We have moisturizer, we have lotion, we have serum. Where does balm fit into this? Let's see how much balm is. Okay, so balm is $8 for 3.5 ounces.
And by the way, you know what's really funny? When I Google Harry's razor, you know what the first thing that comes up is?
What?
DollarShaveClub.com.
Yeah, Dollar Shave Club.
But it does say ad. It is a sponsored one. But it's funny that basically they've outbid Harry's when you're searching for Harry's. That's funny.
Wow.
Father's Day is coming up. Ooh, maybe I can get a Harry's set for Father's Day.
But Strick, when it comes to shave products though, are you pretty specific about what you like? I mean, I'm not necessarily a guy that will change razors quickly. It's a pretty big leap that one is asking one to do if one says, I need you to go ahead and switch razor blades.
I'm not that picky. If it's good razors, I really don't care. I'm fine with it. And I think, the quality of razor blades today, there's been like this pushback like, ooh, you need the single blade razor. Like, I don't think I want that shit, right? But if it's a multi-blade razor, I have not, except for like the really cheap ones. Like you buy ones that it says $3 disposable, quickie, cheapy.
Yeah.
Those I've used and they suck. But really, I think the difference between a good blade and like maybe the most amazing blade ever, it's not that different. I'm happy I would love to try Harry's if they want to sponsor us. Yes.
Yeah, I'd be into trying them. They have relatively few products, which makes picking products pretty simple. I mean, they have the blades, the bombs, they have the handle, and that's
shave gel
and face
balm.
wash. I mean, and a little travel kit
gel.
and a razor
stand. I'm shaving in the shower now at your recommendation. You're laughing at that. I'm serious, man. I do it all. I love it. I just never would have even thought about it before.
I'm glad I've been able to introduce a new system to you that you're happy. And maybe if Harry's takes over and becomes a NiceGuys sponsor, that'll be even better.
Exactly.
It's cool stuff. It's cool stuff. So I'm excited that there is even an opportunity to have a sponsor on the show, and I love the fact that it is a skincare type of product because at 83, I'm very into my skincare.
You need all the help you can get.
Hey, let's spin the wheel.
Are you sure? We're 35 minutes in now, and I know we haven't hit many topics, but man, we were an hour on Tuesday.
Well, here's what my concern is. My concern is I'm really trying to weigh the balance between what will create more people listening to the show or less people. Do you feel like the length of the episode is a determining factor on whether somebody's even going to listen? I
know for me it is. Tim Ferriss. We dig on him a lot, right? I like him. I like his books. I like what he's all about. His podcast, the short ones, are an hour and a half long, right? Mm-hmm. And most of them are 2 to 2.5 hours. And as much as I find that his guests are interesting, as soon as I see that 2-hour length, I don't even start to listen because I know I'm not going to finish it.
I'm curious.
I don't know how many other people think about that. Mar, what do you think? I mean, I don't know how many podcasts you listen to or how you do listen to them, but do you find that the length of a podcast is a contributing factor to whether you're going to listen again or listen regularly or not?
No. If I like the podcast, I just listen to it no matter what, short, long, whatever. It's all good. That's how I am.
Huh. What if you kind of like it, but like you're not really crazy about it, which I'm guessing most of our 3,000 listeners, we'd have very few that are really crazy about it. They probably kind of sort of maybe like it. I don't know.
Well, you can always pause it and come back to it. I mean, if I get interrupted or if I can't finish it, I just pause it and come back.
I mean, that's how that's how I'm thinking about it too.
That's how I do it. It's real.
Well, because we do, and the reason that we ended up going to 5 days a week was because we were doing 1 episode or 2 episodes, and they were like an hour or an hour and a half, and we're like, they're too long, so we're just going to do the same shit but split it up. So who knows? We seem to be moving towards longer episodes again. Maybe we should just go with this trend and then see what happens to our download count. You think?
I'm Strick. There is no rhyme. I can't put my finger on why people listen and why people don't listen, and why people
that's the problem we still haven't figured out yet.
Yeah. I mean, I think part of it is identifying who our ideal listener is, and we really don't even know who that is. Like, could you tell me if the majority of our listeners are in the age group of 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 and up? I mean, can you tell me that? I mean, we don't know that.
No, we don't know. We have no idea who our avatar is. It is definitely a problem. I'm going to look up, we do
Curious,
have
you looked at any of we do the survey thing. Don't we have that don't we still have that in our show notes? Has anybody clicked on that? I'm pulling up right now, and I'm trying to figure out how to get to it actually. But yeah, I'm actually going to pull that up right now and see how many people, because the last time I looked at it, which was probably 2 months ago, our survey link, which is podtrack.com, and you can go to the show notes and check it out. Podtrack.com. Was it still an active link?
It totally is. We had maybe 15 people do it, and it was all over the board. I mean, really, it was totally spread out, like education level and age and everything about it. It was just really funny because it was
we have no idea
out.
Who you are. And you know what? I'm actually okay with that. I really am, because here's what I think. I think that we probably have a pretty good cross section of the population that listens to the show. I would tend to think that we skew more towards guys listening to the show than girls, but I don't know that for a fact. But I know one thing is true. Everybody that listens to the show probably at some point shaves some part of their body. Right?
And okay, got me on that one.
They all, okay, so they probably shave some part of their body. They probably do things like drink coffee or tea. Usually there's a pretty high percentage of the population that drinks coffee or tea. So I think a coffee or tea type of sponsor would be good. I think they probably wear some sort of clothing. So maybe a clothing sponsor would be good to have, but it's the choice of what kind of clothing sponsor would be good.
I don't know. I really think we do need to know more specifically who they are, because you're right. I mean, like clothing, okay, in general, men's, women's, older, younger, who the hell knows, right?
If there's one thing that I did walk away with a feeling of from coming back from Dallas, where we had many podcasters were there at the C-Suite radio conference, the C-Suite networking conference. One thing I can tell you with certainty is that no one is getting the amount of downloads that we get. And I don't know why. I really don't. I mean, we're probably 10 times more than most people get.
Yeah.
So I can't explain it. You know, I think a number that would be good for people to get is 200 to 300 downloads per episode, and we're at 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, so we've had 14 people take the survey. Okay.
Uh-huh.
14 people. Now we do have 5 people have said they're 25 to 34. 4 have said they're 45 to 54, and the rest is all spread out. So really, it's spread out. 10 male, 4 female. Okay, so that's a good. More men than women, and we kind of figured that. Highest level of education, it's all over the board. It's like totally spread out.
Let me remind everybody, if you don't know this already, and Strickland, maybe I'm telling you this for the first time, because I think I am telling you this for the first time. If we do get this sponsor, if Harry's becomes a sponsor of ours, this is a test. You know, this is not a, I mean, they are going to pay us money to sponsor the show, but it's not like this is a year-long contract. They're going to give us 30 days to move the needle.
Right, it's going to be probably a link so that people will know that they went to Harry's from us.
Absolutely, there's going to be a link, and it's going to be something like, harrysrazors.com/NiceGuys or something like that. There's absolutely going to be a qualifying period, and we need to bust open that needle. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do, but we have some. Maybe we'll give away Harry's razors as a part of our the winner to Binger.
That's cool though. They have some really cool sets stuff, like the Father's Day set, and you could do like a whole set where it's a blade and a handle, or a couple blades and a handle, and the creamery and the shave gel and all that shit. That's cool.
Now, I don't have the wheel, so I can't spin it, but I would have interrupted you. So does that count?
I wasn't rambling. What are you talking about? I was just going to the list there.
No, I was just thinking we probably do need to wrap up.
Well, that's different from spinning the wheel like we need to move on.
God, you got all sensitive.
Well, because I'm looking at our thing here. I'm looking at our surveys, and the couple of interesting things we have. I think it's only 14 people that have filled it out, right? But we have 10 male and 4 female. Okay, so it's more guys, and we have 9 married, 4 single, never married, and 1 divorced or separated. So many more married people also. So that gives us a little clue. But like there's a question of income, right? We have 2 people that say they make under $5,000 a year, and 2 people who say they make over $200,000 a year. I mean, it's like all over the place. It's crazy.
It's all over I'm telling you, I think we just have I would say that we have a show, like from a demographic perspective, it's probably similar to like a Howard Stern type of demographic. So I think there's going to be more guys than girls all over the place. You're going to have juvenile guys that are totally into the juvenile sophomoric humor that we provide, and some that kind of like the guests because they provide a little bit of value and a lot of bit of education. I mean, a little bit of education and a lot of bit of entertainment.
I think you're right.
My thing.
Mar, do you have anything to chime in on that? Like who do you think our audience is, or who you think our audience should be, or could be, or might want to be?
I think it's just business professionals in general. Probably within, I'd say 20 to 45, maybe. I'm not sure because there is a break off. Like
typical podcast listener.
No. There's definitely a demographic in general. Like there are reports and stuff, and I could share that with you later. But there's like a definite age range, and after 55, it totally drops off. Like the popularity just hasn't hit.
I believe that
it's not there.
Yeah.
That's our executive producer, Marco England, speaking up on the podcast. Thank you, Marco. Our newly appointed executive producer, Marco.
Oh my God.
All right, Strick. Let's wrap. What's this? Nice. I got something on my new theme song for the podcast. Somebody just sent me the Nice Guys theme song, the new Nice Guys theme song for the podcast. Really? And actually, they're standing in front of something that has a sign that says the Nice Guys, and neither one of those guys are you or me.
Okay, what is our new theme song then?
I don't know, but it's on iTunes.
Are you going to play it or listen to it? Like it was sent to you specifically?
Yeah, I'll listen to it. It was sent to us by I'm not going to name drop Strickland. Apparently, if I'm just naming somebody that came on the show, I'm name dropping.
Come on, I'm just giving you shit. Give me a break.
All right, let's wrap up here.
I'm
sure we're now
who this
over
song
an hour.
Is from.
Kev Jumba. Oh,
what name drop is that? I don't even know who that is. Has he been on the show?
I don't know.
You didn't interview him. I would have known that name.
No. The guy that came on the show is James Carberry. He came on the show. But he sent me the link. Anyway, we'll listen to it. We'll listen to it later on. How about that?
Well, first day of bingo, the end of the first episode of the bingo card.
We are ready to roll. Make sure if you have not yet gotten your bingo card, if you're still listening, text NiceGuys to 31996. Thanks, Mar, for being another part of the show today. Strickland, thank you for hosting this wonderful
fuckery.
Fuckery.
That's another good square to put on. One of the guys says fuckery.
That is a good.
And then one of the guys says shittery.
And Steve O'Brien.
Do we say that often? I don't know if we say that often.
Take us out of here.
Nice Guy community, what do you think of the Nice Guys podcast? Is it A, interesting, informative, intelligent business information that's really helpful? B, a couple of guys who think they're funny, but actually have an inflated perception of their own self-worth? C, same shit, different podcast? Or D, all of the above? Go with D.
Mention of fuckery. Okay, good. I have a mention of fuckery as one of the squares now.
We're already past when Steve O'Brien, did you hear him? He just spoke.
Who, Steve did?
Yeah, you missed him. You're going to put this in as an Easter egg, I bet, aren't you? I know.
What, this part right here? We haven't said the ending yet. I don't want to say it because as soon as I say it triggers that Steve O'Brien take us out of here?
Yeah, I've already said it. That's why I said, didn't you hear Steve O'Brien just speak?
You interrupted him.
So maybe this is maybe this is Easter egg.
Mar, help me.
Mar, did he say it? I don't know.
He tried to, and you interrupted him.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I know. I did. I don't think you finished saying it, did you?
He started.
This would be a lot of.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so I have one square right now that's show longer than 45 minutes, and now I'm copying it to say a second square, show longer than 1 hour. Because apparently we're moving in that direction, it looks like.
No, you have to say a square that is longer than over 45 minutes, but under an hour, and then the next square is over an hour, because you can't have two squares that are the timing. Can't? No, that's too easy. Then people are going to get like bingo so easily.
Well, it won't necessarily be on their same cards. Show 45 to 59 minutes, and then show longer than 60 minutes. Okay, that's fair.
Hey, Strick, we got to record our. I got a gig, so we actually have to record our.
Yeah, let's wrap this shit up. Okay. Well, if the first show wasn't so long, then never mind. Forget it. Let's just get on with it.
We've already wrapped up, so this is like Easter egg number 4, and there's another square circle.
Easter egg 1. Easter egg bingo.
2 squares, 7 squares. Mention Mar. Oh my God. Bingo.
I'm gonna get a blackout, I swear.
Steve O'Brien, take us out of here, please.
I already did it. You don't even have to.
I don't know how I'm going to edit this though. So yeah, you're probably right. Maybe
100%.
Okay, so let's get to the intros because you're right. This is really getting fucking long. We do have intros to do.
Okay.